All right, joining us now is Project 21 Chairman Horace Cooper and former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pam, you know, we hear all this in court today, and then we've got all these liberal Democratic governors that are pledging to resist Donald Trump, Tom Homan, and ICE and deportation. Illinois Governor Pritzker vowing to do everything I can do to protect undocumented immigrants. And I'm like, what part of Lake and Riley, what part of Jocelyn Nunn-Gary, what part of Rachel Morin and the dozens of others Americans dead, the dozens raped, including children, the hundreds and hundreds of Americans victims of violent crime, what part of this are they not getting even after this landslide election? It's hard to understand.
Yeah, and I was a career homicide prosecutor. The case is overwhelmingly strong for the prosecution, Sean. And this is, all murders are senseless, of course. But this one was ultimately so horrific because these people should not be in this country. He should not have been in this country. And these governors don't see this. They still don't get it. Americans have overwhelmingly spoken, elected Donald Trump, who has promised mass deportation to protect American citizens. And they're going to fight him, and they're going to lose because he cares about protecting our children. What about all the young children who have been raped by these illegal aliens? And they're not just migrants. They're illegal aliens who broke the law to come into our country. Sean, I was at the border last month with Laura Trump, and we saw they're dropping their IDs, they're dropping their passports, they're letting them walk right into our country. And you know what they are? 10 to 1 fighting age males from ages 18 to 35. They are coming into our country to commit crimes throughout our country. Every state is a border state. Georgia certainly is now. We see that. We see that in every state. These governors should be ashamed of themselves. They should be supporting Donald Trump and his deportation policies because Tom Homan is going to come in there and he's going to clean house. And I hope we can find all these missing children as well who have been trafficked, Sean.
Yeah. Horace, what's your take on all this?
Well, absolutely. It is an amazing thing that Governor Abbott of Texas and Governor DeSantis of Florida made it clear to the rest of the country what this assault on our border looks like. Too many Americans find their children can't get the kind of educational care because the schools are accommodating people that are not supposed to be here. Programs designed to assist Americans, whether it's housing, even alcoholism, you can't get in because people that aren't supposed to be here are. And then to add insult to injury, they come in and they predate on our people. You absolutely see the faces of people who would never have had their lives destroyed if it had not been for the open border policy of this administration. Shame on these governors and shame on these progressives that want to pretend that the problem is that we're going to be disrupting too many people that came to this country. They never should have crossed the border.
You know, Pam, like Judge Pirro, you have spent a big part of your career as Florida AG in helping victims and their families and helping to prevent crime and prosecuting these people. These families are never the same again. Now, here's the question I have. You have all of these governors, Massachusetts, California, Illinois, they're all forming, quote, the resistance to stop Donald Trump and Tom Homan from enforcing federal law. Will they be successful? Because I'm sure they're going to try and make it an issue in the courts.
Absolutely not. They are violating federal law, Sean. I still talk, as Judge Janine does, I still talk to my victims' families constantly. And these families across the country who are losing these children, losing their loved ones, losing their sisters, their brothers, their daughters, their sons. This is horrific. These governors should be, first, overwhelmingly voted out of office next time they're up for election. But they will not win. Federal law will trump their state law. And Tom Homan, they will come in and they will remove them. And I guarantee you, Sean, every police officer, every sheriff, other than the liberal LAPD police chief, they all want to cooperate because they don't want criminals in their cities. They don't want criminals in their states. And these people are hurting our young people. They're hurting everyone in our country. And yes, they have to be deported. They will be deported, and it will be swift, it will be fast, and they will be out of our country, and these governors will not be able to stop it legally.
Horace, great to see you, and Pam, great to see you.